Almost nobody drives a full-size sedan in this country anymore. Well, present company accepted. The SUV and the crossover came along and ran over what used to be America's mainstream ride. So I think it's time to do a little requiem for the heavyweights, if you will. Let's run down the top 5 cars the SUV and crossover basically killed. These are cars that have had the biggest sales drops in direct competition with SUVs and crossovers between 2007 and the end of 2016, according to data from Automotive News. It's gonna get ugly. Number 5, with the least downturn, is still pretty steep. It's the old Ford Taurus, down 35% in our time period. Now, the Taurus is still in the Ford lineup, but that may even be out of date by the time you see this video. The rumors are rife that they're about to turn this into a China-only model. It's an amazing turnaround for a car that was Ford's turnaround not too many years ago, but now is basically an afterthought in their lineup. Number 4, the Buick Lacrosse, down even more percentage-wise than the Taurus, and notably, its volume is only half that of the Taurus. Yet I wouldn't sweat this one if you're a fan. GM has plans to refresh it again in 2019, and largely on the fact that it's a winner in China. Number 3 is the Chrysler 300, off more than half in our time period, a big drop. Now, this car is going to soldier on at least until 2020, and then it may shift to an Alfa Romeo platform called Giorgio. The Giulia rides on that platform, for example. But Chrysler seems to have a pretty solid seller here, even though it's a shell of its former self, and that's good news for the livery business, because with the town car gone, there's not a whole lot else out there if you're not driving an Escalade. Number 2 is a real damn shame because it's a real good car, the Chevy Impala, off a whopping 68%. This is actually an outstanding car in every respect, inside, outside, powertrain, and it's one of the few I look forward to getting when I go get a rental car. Unfortunately, that's about the only place you see them anymore, that and some fleets. Before I get you to the number 1 car that wishes the SUV had never been invented, let's take a look at the reasons why it was. Drivers love that it gives you more space, obviously, but they also like the higher driving seating position. And in recent years, the cool styling's actually gone to SUVs and crossovers. Plus, we never did get back to $5 a gallon gas, did we? And finally, car makers love these bigger vehicles. They don't cost much more to make, but they cost quite a bit more for you to buy. The number 1 car that fell off the face of the earth in a category devastated by SUVs and crossovers is the Hyundai Azera, off 77% from a car that didn't sell a lot to begin with. In fact, sales volume on this is about the same as Ferrari. Talk about small. The Kia Cadenza outsells this by 2 to 1, and you've never pulled up next to one of those either, have you?